Question 81, vessels of the heart. This is the anterior view of the heart. We have the right atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle. Start with left coronary artery, which arises from the left aortic sinus. It occupies the left part of coronary sulcus and divides into anterior interventricular branch, circumflex branch, also has a marginal branch around here, and an atrial branch to the left atrium. This supplies the left atrium, the left ventricle, the ventral 2/3 of interventricular septum, and the adjacent part of ventral wall of right ventricle, and the anterior papillary muscle in the right ventricle, which would be around here, and the papillary muscles in the left ventricle. Then we have the right coronary artery, which springs from the right aortic sinus, lies in the right part of coronary sulcus, and it gives off an atrial branch, the right atrium, and a branch to sinoatrial node. It gives off a marginal branch and posterior interventricular branch. And these supply the right atrium, the right ventricle, the dorsal 1/3 of septum, and the adjacent part of dorsal wall of left ventricle, and posterior papillary muscle in the left ventricle, and also the papillary muscles in the right ventricle. Then we have the veins of the heart. This is again anterior view. You have the coronary sinus, which drain into the right atrium, and it lies posteriorly in the left part of coronary sulcus. It receives the great cardiac vein, the middle cardiac vein, and the small cardiac vein. The great cardiac vein accompanies the left coronary artery, and the middle cardiac vein ascends in the posterior interventricular sulcus, and the small cardiac vein runs in the right part of coronary sulcus.